welcome you back to my journey. I had RNY gastric bypass surgery on June 25th, 2018, and I'm coming to you with my almost just a couple days shy 2-week post-op update. I started my journey at a high weight of 238 pounds. I'm 5'6" and I'm 38 years old, and today I weigh 215. So awesome. I've lost 23 pounds. I did 12 on the pre-op diet and then another 11 since surgery. So I'm thrilled about that because I haven't lost that much weight in this quick of amount of time since I think my early 20s when my metabolism was a lot faster. So I'm really thrilled about the loss. What am I doing right now in terms of eating and drinking? I'm taking in more this second week than I was the first week. The first week was a true struggle. I could barely get any liquids in. I think I was doing maybe like 16 ounces max, and now I'm doing around 40 ounces, so not quite at goal of 64, but I'm working on it. I am alternating between water, pink lemonade Crystal Light, and Gatorade G2. I thought that even though it's got some calories in there, I thought it would be really good to get that G2 in me to kind of replenish electrolytes because of kind of the additional exercise that I've already been doing. And exercise, not crazy or anything, you know, I'm only 2 weeks post-op, but I am taking daily walks. So week 1, I was trying to do that 1 mile per day, and now I've graduated to 2 miles a day, and it feels good. I'm walking a little bit faster than last week. Last week was like a shuffle. I was so embarrassed passing people sometimes in my neighborhood or them passing me. Definitely kind of have picked up the pace a little bit more this second week. In terms of food, I am taking in the morning, I have a protein shake. I like the Premier protein shakes. They have 30 grams of protein, and they come in all different flavors. And yesterday I did a really yummy cookies and cream, and today I did vanilla. So just kind of, I've got all different kinds of flavors. So I do that for breakfast. It takes me probably an hour or 2 to finish. And so I just multitask. I just set it, next to me, and I just sip, and kind of finish that off. As soon as I'm finished with my protein shake in the morning, I take my vitamins. I learned quickly that if I take the vitamins on an empty stomach, it just doesn't sit right. It doesn't feel good. So take that protein shake, then my vitamins. Then I wait a couple hours and I have a little pudding snack, and I do the sugar-free pudding. So I've got vanilla and chocolate, and I finished probably most of that, probably about 3/4 of it. And I work on that too, really slowly with kind of a toddler baby spoon. Then I wait probably 2 or 3 more hours, and I have some soups. So I'm doing the creamy kind of soups, such as cream of mushroom, cream of broccoli, or tomorrow I'm going to try cream of chicken for the first time. And basically I just mix it, and then it's just the canned kind. I mix it with a can of water, and then I strain out any kind of chunks. So any little mushroom chunks or any little broccoli chunks I take out of there. Then I wait a few more hours, and I have some Light and Fit Dannon Greek yogurt, and they're not sugar free, but they're very low sugar, and they have not any of the really bad sugars in there. So I'm going to get to that in just a moment on the bad sugars, because I experienced that today. So I had my doctor appointment on just a couple days ago, and I got to see the surgeon that helped out my main surgeon, because they always have 2 surgeons when they do the surgery, and I hadn't even met him, and he was really nice. I really liked him. He just had really kind eyes, and just was really informative. So they said that I was doing really great. I had the steri strips still on my tummy from where the incisions were made, and I'm going to drop a video real quickly of those. They're not real pretty right now. They're kind of bumpy, and some of them are still a little bit red, and they're just ugh, I don't like them. So I'm hoping that continues to go down and become less obvious. I also asked about weight restrictions, and they said I can lift 25 pounds now. So that's awesome. That really allows me to do a lot of things at home already. Swimming is okay. Alcohol, wait 3 months, but they did kind of advise about or warn about, transfer addictions and how us weight loss surgery patients, we take just like a little bit in, and when we drink and it hits us really fast, and it's almost like we've had like 5 or 6 glasses versus 1 glass. And my surgeon advised on like hard liquors, probably not beer. So I'm not planning on drinking anytime soon, but I was just kind of curious on, when that is okay. And then in terms of caffeine, he said no issues. I can go ahead and proceed with that, which right now I feel really great not having to need that extra caffeine. And so I'm not adding caffeine to my diet at this point. I talked to him about my multivitamin. I have one of those bariatric multivitamins that I take 2 of them a day, and they're like those chewy, like chewable ones, and I don't like them. Honestly, I don't. They're really chalky. They're just gross. And so I asked my surgeon about it, and he said to just do like the Flintstones, the Flintstone vitamins. So I'm going to get back to that in a moment, because I tried one of those today. Left side pain was, that was pretty much all the pain that I had left this week, and I still have the pain, but every day gets a wee bit better. Like, seriously, every day I just feel a little bit stronger, a little bit better. I started probably on the 4th of July is when I started to feel a little bit better. So I guess that was like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 10 days post-op. And I did, a couple things around the house. I kind of went and purchased like a huge barbecue spread for my family and had family over. And I wasn't too tempted to have it. It smelled really good, but I settled for my little soup. And that day, I think I overdid it though a little bit, just kind of like getting things, together at the house and putting that lunch together. And so the next day I rested a lot, just kind of sleepy. And again, just my left side is where I'm having the pain, but today is a lot better than yesterday, and yesterday was a lot better than the day before. So just healing definitely there. I talked about to my doctor how I'm tired, and they said it's very, very common at this point still, because we're not taking a lot of calories in, and just like taking a shower and getting ready in the morning wears you out. And almost every day when I take a shower in the morning, like after my walk, I go lay down for a little bit, and it's not a really long time, but just like to catch my breath and just to like rest for a moment. So I'm hoping that goes away soon, because I do start work in 2 days. I had done some reading about low serotonin levels, and it was kind of something that I was concerned about. What I read is that a lot of weight loss surgery patients, because they're not taking so many carbs in, like this is kind of long-term, like later on, they start to develop depression and anxiety. And so I had some concern about that, and just asked, how can we keep those serotonin levels up? And just naturally, exercise boost those levels. And then also my doctor said that 2 hours of sunlight in a day equals the amount of an antidepressant. And I thought that was some really cool info, because I do love to walk, and will begin running at some point. And so if I can get, you know, a couple hours of sunlight, whether it's in my morning walk or run, or just, you know, like maybe taking a little lunch break, walk around my office neighborhood, I did find that really interesting, that sunlight helps. And then I asked what kind of weight I should lose, or where does my doctor see me at the end of this? You know, what kind of number am I going to hit, and where does he see me maintaining? And my doctor just said that he sees me getting to a healthy weight. So he didn't have a number. He said it's not about the number, it's about reaching a healthy weight, and that most patients do regain 15 to 20% after they've hit their low, but they never ever regain it all. So that was something really promising and cool to hear from him. Let's see, I also am taking a B12 that dissolves under your tongue, and it takes a really long time. It's like a tiny little tablet, but it just takes forever to dissolve. And my surgeon did say that you can get a GNC, a chewable one, so may look into getting that. What I wanted to also talk about was something that happened to me today, and it was really scary. So I started taking the Flintstone vitamins today, and I only took one, and 2 hours after I took it, I was sitting there watching Netflix with my son, and I had this sudden back pain come on, and I started feeling kind of tired too. And so I told my son, I said, I'm gonna go upstairs and take like a little nap. It was like this afternoon. And so I went upstairs, and my back pain started like really intensifying, and I quickly went and grabbed some liquid Tylenol, which, by the way, I've been off of like Tylenol and all meds for a while, pain meds, and so I quickly took some of that because the pain was starting to get bad. And then all of a sudden it went crazy. I went to try to go lie down. My back pain was so severe. I was getting really like dizzy and cloudy, and my heart started racing, and I felt like I was gonna faint. And then I had severe pain in my like under my ribs, like right here, and just right in the front, like just like pain there, pain in my back, felt dizzy, felt like I was gonna puke. And I guess it was like dumping, you know, like I just felt that like dumping sensation come over me, and it lasted 20 minutes. And it was like my son came in at one moment. I think he kind of freaked out and was confused, and he walked away, and I just sat, like I couldn't lay down, I couldn't sit up, I couldn't do anything. Nothing was taking the pain away. And I sat at the edge of my bed, and I was just like rocking and moaning, and so lightheaded and so dizzy, and just trying to breathe like as if I was in labor, you know, just like breathe. But it was so bad. Oh my God, it was awful, like death. I felt like I was either gonna faint or need to go to the hospital really soon. I timed it, it lasted about 20 minutes, and then it was like gone. Like everything disappeared. Like I got, you know, everything in my head was clear again. My back pain totally went away. The pain underneath my ribs went away. And I quickly posted on Bariatric Pal to see if anybody had, you know, if this was dumping, is this dehydration, like what is this? And I had a couple people respond and said that it was very similar to, you know, dumping, and early on dumping is, I guess, the most severe and worst. So the only thing that I can think of that I changed my diet from, you know, every single day I've been doing the same thing, is I had that Flintstone vitamin. And so I looked at the back of it, and it did say that it had glucose syrup in it. And so I don't know if I just had, you know, aversion to that, but I never ever want to go through that again. And clearly I am going to have issues with sugars and dumping. So I know this is probably not the last time as I, you know, introduce more foods into my diet, but that was something really scary that happened today. And from what I understand, it gets better. That, you know, those that do dump, it gets better and the timing can be, you know, less. So hopefully that was the worst and I don't have to experience it that severe again. My feelings just overall, aside from that experience today, I've been feeling really grateful, like really happy to have this tool, because when I eat slowly, I feel full, and I also don't have the hunger pains, you know, like that hunger, I never feel hungry, and then when I do eat, I like feel really full, and I just been so excited and thankful to have this tool to move forward with, because I just hope this lasts a lifetime. That I just love it. I love it. I've always been so hungry in the past, and I just can never stop. And so just feeling really thankful and feeling like, you know, with this, especially with the weight loss success already so far, just feeling really excited and encouraged that a lot more weight loss is to come. And I see it. I already see it, and I feel it, and I'm feeling really, really good. So I know this is longer than I'd wanted, so I'm going to close this, but thank you so much for watching, and thank you for those that have subscribed. I really appreciate your support, and I wish you all the best, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.